makeup can be expensive, but it's made with quality ingredients that are FDA approved. Counterfeit makeup can contain high levels of bacteria and even animal waste, which is why it should be avoided at all costs. Today, I'm going to show you how to identify counterfeit makeup, the health risk associated with it, and where it can be found. Okay, so first of all, what is counterfeit makeup? Counterfeit makeup is a knockoff of a real makeup item or product, but typically not made in a safe way. It's sold at a much cheaper price than the makeup that it's duping or copying. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's fake, which is why it can be so dangerous. Hetty Tullis, who wrote the article 13 Terrifying Dangers of Counterfeit Makeup on the Talk2.com in 2015, states it contains high levels of bacteria, animal waste, lead, mercury, paint stripper, and even human urine. Most counterfeit makeup factories are not legit factories. They're in a random place somewhere, and they typically can look something like that. There's definitely no inspections done, there's no sanitary measures taken, and not to mention the products that they're using to make the counterfeit makeup, it's going to make it a hazardous place anyways. And that's why it's so important that if you are, or if you do use counterfeit makeup, you're running the risk of all of the bacteria and lead and mercury. It can seep into your skin, especially if it's a lip product, you can ingest it, and that could cause some really serious health risks. An article released from the FBI in 2014 also urges the public against fake makeup because it could be funding criminal activity. So the biggest thing is, how do you tell? What does counterfeit makeup look like? And so in this picture, you can obviously tell that this is the real, this is the fake. The packaging is completely different. The colors are the same though, and that is unfortunately not a big telltale sign. Sometimes the colors can be spot on, but you can sometimes tell by the packaging. Now with this one, the fake is clear. There's a huge difference between the fake and the real. So the fake, the right side of the palette, is almost a completely different color. And if you were to actually feel the fake, it's going to be a completely different formula than the real would be. So it may not blend well, it can be patchy, and so that's when you're buying, especially something pigmented, just like eyeshadow, or anything pigmented, you're going to see a cut difference in the color. So this one, again, it's kind of like the first one. The packaging's a little different. The colors also. This is more of a red. This is kind of like a taupe brown color. And the bottoms will also be a little bit different. So they're not going to have a shade name. It's going to come with a lot less information than the original product. And this one specifically is one that I really wanted to show because if you didn't have them side by side, you wouldn't know the difference really. The packaging is pretty similar, the actual color is similar, all of the writing is similar. So this is why it's really, really important that you're checking your makeup before you buy it, especially if you're not buying it from somewhere that's authorized to sell makeup or somewhere that's typically sells makeup. This one's obviously fake. The packaging is completely different, completely a different color, and so that one would be easy to spot, but just like this one, they're not always easy to spot at all. So according to Allison Bryant, who wrote 7 Ways to Check If Your Makeup is Counterfeit on allwomentalk.com in 2015, states one way to know if you're purchasing bad makeup is, like I said earlier, from an unauthorized seller. So you just want to make sure you're sticking with Sephora, Ulta, drugstores, Walmart, anywhere like that you know that it's coming straight from the company, from the makeup company. She also goes on to say the packaging may look different and the product may have a bad smell or also a different color. So obviously if you buy makeup, you're not sure about it, you want to make sure that the makeup smells okay, if it has a weird smell to it, or if you can tell it's an obviously different color, that's one good sign to know that you have unfortunately bought counterfeit makeup. And another way to know, according to the writers who wrote How to Know If Your Makeup Products Are Real or Fake from GymBuddy.com in 2017, states to check the barcode, serial number, and manufacturing information. So where was it manufactured? Was it in USA? Was it in China? Which that doesn't really mean much sometimes, but your ingredient list is going to be a lot shorter. They're not going to tell you that you have mercury in human urine in your makeup. And the labeling is going to be different, and of course, like I said, the ingredient list is just going to be shorter. You're not going to have all the information that you as a consumer need before you buy makeup. Liz Ritter, who wrote the article Government Reports Find Amazon and Walmart are selling counterfeit makeup products in 2018 states you can find counterfeit makeup on Amazon, eBay, and even third-party sellers on Walmart and Sears Marketplace. And I have personally encountered counterfeit makeup on Facebook Marketplace or people selling makeup on Facebook. It's never a good idea to buy just from somebody unless they can show you a receipt where they actually bought it. Was it from Sephora or Ulta or a reputable makeup retailer? You just can't trust it because you just don't know what you're going to get. So in conclusion, counterfeit makeup may be a cheaper option, but there's nothing good about it. I hope I persuaded you to not buy counterfeit makeup by telling you the health risk, showing you how to identify fake makeup, and by telling you where it's typically sold.